Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa tabi'ina lahum bi ihsan ila yawmiddin. Wa alayna ma'ahum wa fihim bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. To proceed, this is our fourth segment, fourth halaqah of this blessed text, Safinatun Najah, the ship of salvation. And we, in our last halaqah, in our last segment, we concluded with Sallallahu wa sallam ala Sayyidina Muhammad, upon our master Muhammad. And then the author continues, Khatam an-Nabiyyin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim, translated as the seal of the prophets, and upon his family and companions, and there is no power nor strength save through Allah, the High, the Exalted. So here he mentions the title of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Khatam an-Nabiyyin, the seal of all prophets, meaning that he is the final prophet, and with him prophecy was sealed, that the revelation and prophecy of no prophet will begin after him. Sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. And what is a prophet? A prophet is a free man who has received a revealed law, though has not been commanded to transmit it to others. And a Rasul is a free man who has received a revealed law. Allah has revealed to him Allah, and he has been ordered to transmit it to others. So the word prophet is more general than the word messenger. And the Prophet ﷺ is a prophet and messenger. Every messenger is a prophet, but not every prophet is a messenger. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the seal of all prophets and the greatest of all messengers, sallallahu alaihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. And then he says, upon the Prophet, the seal of prophets, and upon his family and companions, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, all of his companions. So what are the al and what is a companion? So he translates here the al as the family. It's also translated, for example, in the books of Sheikh Nuh Keller, the folk, who are the al of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The author of Nail al-Raja, he defines the al as the believers of Banu Hashim and Banu al-Muttalib. The al of Muhammad are the believers of Banu Hashim and Banu al-Muttalib. And that is a position of Al-Imam al-Shafi'i, and that applies most specifically to those who are not allowed to receive zakat. There is also a position of Al-Imam al-Nawawi, rahimahullah, that the al of Muhammad in this context, because we are praying for them, is every believer. The family of Muhammad are all of those who believe. And there is also a position that it depends on the context. So in zakat, it is the believers of Banu Hashim and Banu Muttalib, meaning they are those who cannot receive zakat. And then if it is in the context of praise, it is people of taqwa, people of God consciousness who avoid Allah's disobedience. And then in the station or the context of supplication, it is every Muslim. In any case, we've asked Allah to include along with Muhammad, his family in the salat and salams that the author invoked upon him, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. And we ask Allah to include us in that, with that group and among that group, by His mercy, and He is the most merciful of the merciful. As for all of His companions, wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Sahab is the companions as a group. The singular is sahabi. What is a sahabi? What is a prophetic companion? A prophetic companion is man ijtama'a bin nabi mu'minan wa mata ala imanihi. A companion is someone who met Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, believing in him, and died in a state of faith. That person is a sahabi, even if they were blind, even if they were a baby, even if it was in a huge congregation. If they met him as a believer and died on faith, they are a sahabi. The plural the author uses here is wasahbihi. So we ask Allah, along with Prophet Muhammad and his family, to send salat and salams upon his sahab, all of those who met him believing and died upon their faith. And it is the belief of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, of Sunni Muslims, that all of the Sahaba, all of the prophetic companions are upright. All of them are udul, meaning that their reports are accepted. We accept from them hadith. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with all of them. And we ask Allah to grant prayers and peace upon all of them. Those are the sahab of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then he concludes this introduction with the hawqala, or al-hawqala, the saying, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And he adds al-ali, al-azim, translated, there is no power nor strength save through Allah, the High, the Exalted. So here, al-hawl is al-quwwa. You say la hawl, la quwwa, there is no power. And al-quwwa is al-qudra, and there is no strength. There is no power, nor is there any strength, illa billah, save through Allah. Al-Ali, translated here as the High. Al-Azim, he translates it as the Exalted. You could also say the Great. Another meaning that can be understood from this saying, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim, there is no power or strength save through Allah, the High and the Great, is that there is la hawl. There is no turning away from disobedience. Wala quwwa, there is no tawfiq, there is no ability to obey that is granted except through Allah giving them the ability to obey the sublime and the magnificent. And with that, it concludes, and we conclude the blessed introduction of this blessed text, Safinatun Najah, of Ibn Sumayr al-Hadrami. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi wa tabi'ina lahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.